He's a very unlikable person. He's not my favorite companion to have. Let's talk with Shadowheart now that she just appears to be here right next to us.
Something the matter?
Let's ask about the artifact, I guess, because she seems to be holding it close to her all the time.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
What do you think of all that has happened to us?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
You must have thought something about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet.
Yeah, I agree with you. What we'll do if we manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
Of course. Where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Family? Friend? A lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Yeah, I am a curious person in real life, so I would pry a little, because she seems to be reluctant to tell me anything. So how am I holding up?
I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
So yeah, there seems to be a connection between the two of us, but she is not ready yet to open up to me. Now, I'm not yet sure who I want to romance in this playthrough, because Karlach is actually my favorite. But if I would be myself in this situation, so far I think Shadowheart would be the one. And I'm not gay in real life, so so none of the guys are gonna be in here. We should get to know each other a little.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
If I were in this situation, I would say, okay, if you're not comfortable, then sorry.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Let's get moving. Now that Aaron's inventory has been recycled, let's sell some more things that we have in our inventory. Let's sell this ruby and this jade. Also, let's get Astarion some better armor. Astarion is more a character who gets up close, so I'm gonna get myself better weapons later, not now. I would not talk with these people because there's no reason to do so right now. So let's talk with Will here, because we saw him at the gates earlier.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Hey, can I have a word?
Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
So yeah, Will is also infected. Yes, and we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Who is she?
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mindflayer ship.
but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
If I was in this situation once again, my first problem is this infection, so I think we should pardon her for the infection and look for a cure.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlak. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation.
Okay, good.
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
Meet me at camp.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
I am gonna keep Gale and Shadowheart around for now. I wanna keep Astarion in my party because I am suspicious of him. I wanna keep Gale around because he's a chill dude and I like Shadowheart, so there we go. We find this treasure here. We're gonna meet this ox later, but for now we don't have a reason to talk to that ox. We are now looking for Nettie. That's what our job was to do. Is more important right now. Thieves toolkit. I don't remember if this chest had anything useful in it. I myself am not a thief, but Astarion, being the thief he is, would probably open this without a heartbeat. So we get... Okay, that wasn't necessarily worth a thieves toolkit, but whatever. We need to find Nettie.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
I hate that animation, that transform animation. It looks so bad. If I was in this situation, I would probably ask from these people what's going on.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh.
I saw what happened. Why are the druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
I agree that we shouldn't get involved, but I think all of these choices are really bad. We are already on our way to meet Koga anyway, because she's there with Nettie. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna talk to them.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Now Astarion will disapprove with everything good that you do. Astarion's just evil like that.
We could have taken those guards.
Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back!
I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me through?
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Of course she wants to see me. Everybody wants to see me. Okay, let's talk with Volo here first.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Okay, I am gonna trade... No, hell no, no attacking. I'm gonna trade with Volo because I want to get this ring from him. I also want to get these potions of animal speaking from him. I might as well give these to Shadowheart. And I'm gonna give this ring to Shadowheart as well because Shadowheart is our healer. Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
If I know this information already, then I'm gonna say it.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
I'm not unfamiliar with their kind, that's for certain.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Dragon? There was not any dragon.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, actually they did.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal.
The scandal? Let's just hold our tongue.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Be careful, goblins aren't known for mercy.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again, I suppose. Now I want these animal speaking potions, because I really like those. So let's just drink one of them right now. Let's go down here first, real quick. That fucking Volo is an idiot. I'm gonna take this real quick. Yeah, if you didn't know, there's a amulet of Sylvanas down there. Let's speak to this bear, why not?
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone.
Who are you looking for?
Master, he left with the weaponed two legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
You look strong, why don't you go after him?
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, and I was never the strong one.
Okay, there's a treasure here, a treasure chest. Now that we're down here, then might as well go grab that. Why the hell not? I like the fact that you can speak with animals in this game when you have the animal speaking potion activated. Let's get some free XP from here with Truffet.
I'm sleeping.
Could you move just a little bit?
Okay.
We get free XP from that, so... And we get a fast travel point there. So let's go and meet Koga. Now, if we cannot save Arabella, then we cannot save Arabella. Because, once again, like I said before, I don't want to start save scumming.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A
A
thief?
child.
A poison?
A kid.
Threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Imprison her. She's just a child.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Now, I would not say this if I was in this situation that I'll look after her, because it's not my problem. I'll just do this nature check, why not? Let's use guidance on that too. That should be... oh yeah, we made it good.
I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Now we can speak with Gale and Shadowheart. Let's speak with Shadowheart first.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Let's talk with Gale next.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Sounds like you have something to confess.
Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment? No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
I'm sorry, Gale, I don't swing that way.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Only a monster would threaten a child.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims.
Not exactly.
A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Right now, like I said, I am not too interested in the refugees right now. I kind of want official information about this rite.
The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary.
That sounds more like a prison to me.
None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
I came on Zevlor's behalf. His people could perish if we forced them out.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Seems like I have to speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Astarion sniffs a moment here to steal. Oh shit. Just take all that stuff. Let's group Astarion and then let's read this thing. So we get a new quest here. I'm looking for Nettie and she's right there, so let's go to Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Let's wait patiently.
Vis medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Do you know anything about mind flayers?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting it. A tadpole is in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
You might be able to help. You don't sound too sure about it. Okay, let's move in. Here you want to move in as fast as possible before her, because otherwise your party can get locked outside.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
So you just killed him? So you killed him and laid him on the table? Now I'm starting to get suspicious if she actually can help.
No. That was Master Halson. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things, studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
I mean, we all have the same parasite, so they need to stay here for that. What's that plant? Will it help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
Okay, now I'm not trusting her.
But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
It might. What aren't you telling me?
I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
At this point, if I was in this situation, I would be a little bit suspicious. So I'm just gonna say that an intellect devourer spoke to me.
It recognized you as being infected. Well now, that's something. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
Look, are you going to cure me or not?
I'm trying to help you, but I need to be sure. So tell me, where'd you get that thing?
Cure me first, then I'll answer your questions.
To hell's with it.
What? Let's do a dexterity check.
You dodge her blow, but as you regain your footing, you can see the pain in her eyes.
I'm sorry. I truly am, but I can't let you go. If you transform out there, you'll kill everyone in the grove. Everyone for leagues around.
Right now she is threatening us, so we're just gonna attack. Also I need to put that stupid mode off from Astarion. I'm just gonna use a range attack. And then we're gonna use a offhand attack. Astarion almost always goes first anyway, because he has the best initiative. She has a lot of HP, so let's just use a dexterity hex. And then let's do this. Okay.
Could have been worse, I suppose. At least she didn't just attack.
I mean, she literally did. She tried to kill me. Right now, we're gonna look for these notes here.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
So this is something that I probably would have done in this situation. So yeah, Halsin is probably our best bet for a cure. Look through his notes first, and let's take this Mind Flayer specimen. We cannot trust people with the information about our... Let's speak to Wrath here real quick.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
Now, Wrath is a good person, but Wrath is a complete fucking pushover who just doesn't stand up to Koga at all. He's an absolute fucking pussy. Koga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
How did Koga take over the whole grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay, but more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could, because of course I need to find Halsin now.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
Now, I'm not a pushover like Wrath, so I would like a reward if I actually find him.
Our need is great. I will open the treasures of this grove to you, even if the circle forbids it. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
So now we know where to try and find Halsin. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna speak to Arabella's parents, because they're right here right now, so let's speak to Arabella.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Well, you're a good mother.
I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I said your daughter got anything more than thanks for me.
I did, but I was robbed. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Marry. All we can offer is our thanks. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
So we get this necklace, which is absolutely useless. I am gonna keep it around for reasons that will come clear later on. She says here that she got robbed. Do you know why? Because that was her chest right there. Because we have speak with animals on. Let's talk to this strange ox.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Haven't you ever met anyone who could speak to oxes?
A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh.
Did you come from Elturel with the others?
I suppose I did. Yes. I had quite a life in Elturel.
Elturel.
Chewing cud, pulling carts, etc.
Let's try and do this arcane check. I know this strange ox has a good ring on him, but I'm not gonna kill the ox because there's actually some story bits with him later on in the game.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
Let's try and pursue the ox to speak to us. And we failed, so he's not gonna tell us anything more.
You don't want to know what I'm a devil for. Believe me.
Okay, so now let's speak to Roland the idiot.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
You should stay. Fuck me, that's not good. Can I redo that check, please? Oh, do I have any inspiration? I don't.
No. This place is a death trap. Let us leave. Immediately. Or would you deny your brother here his chance at fortune in Baldur's Gate?
That's a low blow.
But it is nevertheless true. We've risked everything to get this far. We can't afford to throw it all away.
Fine. Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna lose out on some story bits in the future now because of that. We are gonna go up here right now because I'm hearing some strange noises coming from upstairs. I'm role-playing as my character, like something strange is going on. We saw something strange happen up there. Did you see that? It's almost like something some shadow moved up there. There we go. This is what I was here for.
Heading there.
I am gonna use Firebolt with you. You're probably not gonna even hit anyway. Ooh, you did. Wow.
Sometimes the only way out.
I was not expecting that at all. I'm just gonna reapply Hex. Strength Hex. But this will probably kill him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There we go.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Because I'm a curious person, I don't even know what coin she's talking about, so I'm gonna lie and say, yeah, you got me.
Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Thank you. In character, I'm gonna pretend right now that we are going to look after Helsin. We all know that the goblin camp is that way, but we're gonna pretend in-game that we understood wrong and that it's this way, because I wanna do this quest, explore the ruins, and there we can see lae'zel up there as well, so this is another reason. In roleplay, we're gonna pretend that like we think this is the right way to go.